Okay, everybody, welcome to your reading lesson. Hopefully, you've all been reading some nonfiction, either on Freckle or the books that I've given you. And you've given Mercy Watson and Rabbit and Robot and all of the other fiction books a break. Of course, you can continue reading those, but I want you to focus on nonfiction for a little while. So, boys and girls, my kids and I were talking at the dinner table recently, and my son started using words like slappy and frontside and vert and pop and tweak. And I had no idea what he was talking about. And I was like, wait a minute, what are you doing? What are you talking about? And he told me, oh, come on, Dad, those are skateboarding words. Now he's developed an interest in skateboarding. And I was like, oh, okay, I see. And that makes sense because every topic out there, everything out there has its own keywords, has its own special words. Here's another example. If somebody starts talking about a D-pad, memory, analog stick, save, and sprite, I know they're going to be talking about video games. I know that because I know those keywords. Remember, everything out there has keywords. We call those keywords lingo. Okay, so these are some of the words, some of the lingo for video games. If somebody starts talking about a seed and a sprout and soil and sunlight and a trowel, well, these look like the keywords. This looks like the lingo for planting and gardening. Okay, so every topic out there has its own lingo. And when we read and write nonfiction, we've got to learn the lingo. We've got to talk the talk. Okay, so talking the talk, read to learn the lingo. When we read a nonfiction book, we can expect that we'll probably learn some words that we've never heard of before, words that we didn't even know were words. Okay, and it's really important. It's part of how we learn when we read nonfiction. So let me give you an example. I'm going to pick a book from here. Let's see. Okay, I'm going to go with this one. Okay, so here's a book called Trains. Well, when I think of trains, I think of words like tracks, boxcar, engineer, travel, all aboard. These are words I normally think of, and of course, there are a lot more. Now, let's take a look in the book. And look at this. It starts by giving us this title, All Aboard. And it says, hop on a train. They are a great way to travel. Okay. New ones fly down the tracks. Oh, okay. Well, I knew these words were going to be here. That's great. So I'm not totally surprised. I'm kind of prepared to read this book. I thought about it before I read it. Okay. And that's what we do. When we pick up a nonfiction book, we give it a sneak peek. We do all of those things that we've talked about before, and we start thinking about words that we might see. So we can kind of feel a connection to the book before we jump right into it. Let's try another one. This time we'll choose a book that we've seen before. So let's imagine we had never looked at this book before. Imagine this is our first time seeing it. Well, when I think of tigers, I usually think of words like cat, stripes, fur, roar, hunter. These might be some of the words that we'd see in a book about tigers, right? These words might be some of the key words. This might be some of the lingo. Okay, remember, lingo means keywords. Well, And then when we open the book and look inside, look at what we see. Oh, yeah, there's the word hunters. And oh, I see the word stripes. Oh, yeah. There are many of the words that we imagined would be in here. So this is what we try to do, boys and girls. So what you can do is pick up a new nonfiction book, make a list of the words you think you will see. And you can tell I have a picture here of your memo book. What a great opportunity to use it. Open it up and think to yourself, I'm going to read a book about weather. What are some key words I might see? Okay, and make a list in that notebook. And then what you can do is as you start reading the book, you can say, I knew I was going to see this book. And you start to feel connected to the book. What I want you to do is think a little bit about it before you read it and ask yourself, what do I know about this? We already know we're going to learn something, and we already know we're going to be surprised a little bit, but it's a good idea to get our brains going and start thinking a little bit before we start reading. So remember, boys and girls, we are reading so that we can talk the talk and read to learn the lingo. We want to learn these key words. We want to learn the special words. Okay? And we're going to expect and look out for keywords. We know certain words, special words, are going to be in there. Okay, if it's a book on cooking or dancing or skateboarding or stamp collecting, whatever it is, everything has its own keywords. Okay, so let's think about it and then start reading. And that's what I want you to do today. And remember, now we're up to 30 minutes. Everybody should be reading 30 minutes a day. All right, girls and boys, that's it for today. Keep reading. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Talk to you soon. The end.